Right now is one of the bleakest periods that I've ever lived through. And it's the most technologically advanced time that we have. The things that you can do technologically now are beyond anything that has ever been done in history. But in order to enjoy it, you have to be a sociopath. In order to enjoy our time, you have to be a sociopath. You have to be unbothered by seeing a 2-year-old that Israel lit on fire running around, and you have to swipe without thinking about it and go right to DoorDash and order Thai food. You have to be a sociopath. There's no way to truly enjoy that. You have to be a psychopath.
This is part of the conditioning. They want you to believe that there are states of consciousness that are above other states of consciousness. They want you to believe that your direct encounter with reality, if it doesn't match default reality, means you're nuts. They want you to think you've lost your mind. Suddenly you might have had that moment. You didn't even need psychedelics. You weren't on amanita or psilocybin. You were just walking in the forest. And for a brief, flickering moment, you had a sense that this was the most important thing. Your 401k, your...
If I had lifelike porn on my phone, on my computer screen 24/7, I don't know if I would have been as motivated to go on campus as much. And there was little margin for error in terms of going on campus a few less times. And I worry that that mojo, that desire to quite frankly go out and make your own bad porn is being reduced so much with lifelike porn that men aren't evolving into risk-taking, aggressive in a positive way men who are motivated to dress well, to work out, to approach strange women, to go through. I mean, it is hard. It is hard to find a partner. And what I say to these men is, welcome to the fucking work week. It's been hard forever. That's the whole point.
All right, I need to be aware of the fact that I'm getting pulled into something, right? That I'm being triggered by emotion, and I'm being triggered, and I'm being slotted into a moral tribe, and I'm mounting up to go to war with the hated enemy. And it's on the basis of something that very well might not be true. Yeah. Right. And this, this is a Renee Girard thing, which is the scapegoating cycle always works because people always forget that there's a scapegoating cycle. Like whenever you have to crucify the scapegoat, it's always the most morally important thing that's ever happened for the duration of that cycle, right? Until it's forgotten by the next one. Yeah. And so a big part of
when I say to it, be brutally honest about your opinion, think for yourself and be objective, and tell me where my blind spots are. There's something innate within us all where we don't actually want to be wrong. We often, I think, as a natural reflex, and this is why people get really sort of trapped in echo chambers of political opinion. And, Leon Festinger talked about this idea of cognitive dissonance, when something you believe contrasts with new information and how it makes you feel uncomfortable. There's something, when I type that out, when I love the idea or the thing I've written or the memo I've written, this new idea, and I go on, tell me why I'm completely wrong, and it eviscerates me, it is both uncomfortable, but it feels incredibly important, because then it's like I've grown.
Whatever it is you think you're going through, please do not convince yourself that you are the only one struggling with it. My God. If COVID taught us anything, that it should be that isolation, or even perceived isolation, is one of the most damaging things to the human brain. Every person I've ever met in my life is more defined by their similarities than by their differences.
I've never felt more alive than in these 3 months. I don't have to think about social media. I don't have to think about my admission. I don't have to think about all these other little problems. Suddenly the world opens up to me, and I'm thinking about what really matters, about what really life is about, right? Because no amount of technology is going to keep me alive. And even if it does, I'm still going to have, the cancer will come back. And so you're forced to think about what really matters to you. And that's what death can do for you, And so, we're taking away things that really matter.